presidency has come out strongly to defend President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's executive order, saying clearly that it aligns fully with the Nigerian Constitution and does not break any law. According to the presidency, the executive order is not about creating a new law, and it is not about taking powers away from any institution. They say it is simply about enforcing what is already written in the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. If you are just joining this discussion, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps us continue to break down important national issues in a way that everybody can understand. Now, what is really going on? The executive order in question focuses mainly on oil and gas revenues. Oil and gas remain one of Nigeria's biggest sources of income. Every month, money from oil sales, taxes, royalties, and other related payments is supposed to go into the Federation account. From there, the money is shared among the federal government, state governments, and local governments. The presidency says that this executive order is meant to ensure that all revenues that belong to the Federation are properly paid into the Federation account without leakages or confusion. In simple words, the government is saying, if money belongs to Nigeria, it must enter Nigeria's main account first before anything else happens. Please like this video and subscribe if you appreciate clear and balanced explanations like this. According to the presidency, say Section 80 and Section 162 of the 1999 Constitution clearly state that all revenues raised or received by the Federation must be paid into the appropriate public account. The government is arguing that the executive order is simply reinforcing these constitutional provisions. They insist that it does not cancel the Petroleum Industry Act and it does not remove the powers of the National Assembly. Instead, they say it strengthens transparency and accountability. Now, why did this become controversial? Some groups, including certain industry stakeholders and labor unions, have expressed concerns. Their argument is that agencies like the National Oil Company and regulators were allowed under existing laws to retain certain funds for operational purposes before remitting the balance. Either they fear that if every kobo must go directly into the Federation account first, it may slow down operations or create administrative challenges. The presidency disagrees with this fear. Officials say that transparency is more important than convenience. They argue that when revenue management is clear and direct, it reduces suspicion, builds trust, and improves fiscal discipline. In their view, a stronger revenue system means better budgeting, better planning, and better development for the country. Please, as you are listening, like this video and subscribe. It really helps this channel grow and keeps us bringing you professional real-time news analysis. This issue is not just about oil money, it is also about constitutional interpretation. In a democracy, power must always follow the Constitution. Lest critics say that if the executive branch issues orders that affect how revenue is managed, it may look like the president is stepping into legislative territory. They say that laws about revenue structure should be debated and passed by the National Assembly. On the other hand, the presidency says the Constitution is supreme. If any existing practice contradicts the Constitution, then the Constitution must come first. They insist that the executive order does not rewrite any law. It only ensures that constitutional provisions are strictly followed. So we are seeing two sides of the argument. One side is focused on constitutional supremacy and transparency. The other side is focused on operational flexibility and the balance of powers. Please do not forget to like this video and subscribe for more deep explanations like this. Let us look at the economic angle. Nigeria has faced serious revenue challenges over the years. There have been public debates about under-remittance, unclear accounting systems, and differences between projected oil revenue and actual receipts. Because oil remains a major part of the national budget, any change in how revenue is collected and distributed is a big matter. If the executive order succeeds in tightening the system, the government believes it could lead to more accurate revenue reporting and possibly higher allocations for states and local governments. This could affect salaries, infrastructure projects, health services, and education funding. However, if not properly implemented, critics worry that it could create short-term disruptions in the oil and gas sector. Investors often prefer predictability. Any sudden structural change can raise questions. even if the intention is positive. This is why the presidency has been very vocal. Officials have emphasized that the executive order provides regulatory clarity. They say it gives a clear direction on revenue flow, which can actually reduce confusion in the long run. Again, if you value this kind of balanced and professional breakdown, please like the video and subscribe right now. Another important part of this discussion is the legal route. The presidency has openly said that anyone who believes the executive order is unconstitutional has the right to challenge it in court. This is a very important statement because it shows confidence. In a democratic system, disputes about interpretation are resolved by the judiciary. So, if this matter goes to court, the judges will look at the Constitution, the Petroleum Industry Act, and the executive order itself. They will decide whether the order truly aligns with constitutional provisions or whether it crosses into legislative authority. This is how democracy works. There is debate, there is disagreement, and there is a legal process. Please like and subscribe so you do not miss any updates as this story develops. Now, let us talk about the political implications. Any move involving oil revenue is automatically sensitive in Nigeria. States depend heavily on monthly allocations. If there is even a slight change in how revenue is calculated or distributed, governors and stakeholders pay attention. Some political observers believe that this executive order could strengthen the federal government's control over revenue flows. Others believe it could actually protect states by ensuring that no funds are withheld before reaching the federation account. This is why public understanding is very important. Many times, technical financial matters sound complicated, but at the heart of it, the issue is simple. How is Nigeria's money managed, and who ensures that the process follows the Constitution? Please like this video and subscribe. Your support keeps independent analysis alive. We should also remember that executive orders are not new in Nigeria. Past presidents have used executive orders to direct how certain policies should be implemented. The key question is always whether such orders remain within constitutional boundaries. Supporters of the current administration say that President Tinubu is focusing on fiscal reforms and economic restructuring. And they argue that strengthening revenue systems is part of a broader economic strategy aimed at long-term stability. Critics say that even good intentions must be handled carefully to avoid setting precedents that may affect institutional balance in the future. So the real question becomes, does this executive order strengthen Nigeria's democracy, or does it risk concentrating too much power in the executive branch? Let me know your thoughts, and please like and subscribe before you continue listening. At the end of the day, this development reflects a larger national conversation about transparency, accountability, and constitutional governance. The presidency maintains that the order aligns perfectly with the Constitution. Opponents believe there are areas that require deeper scrutiny. For now, the executive order stands, and government officials are defending it strongly. Whether it will face legal challenge or legislative debate remains to be seen. The important thing is that Nigerians stay informed, ask questions respectfully, and follow the legal process as it unfolds. Please like this video and subscribe for more clear professional updates on national issues.